Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Panzer Dragoon Saga, and we're still here. We're down here in this little section. There's really not a lot I want to deal with here, but it's a bunch of stuff I have to deal with. So yeah, this is all a series of one-way paths, so once we go down here, we can't get back up. So we're gonna go basically around our ass to get to our elbow to cover all of this map section. So I'm just going to do this and go places that I know from memory. And we've got a whole bunch of break targets, but I really don't think there's anything of value in any of them. So I would know, but the site that I use that has the maps seems to be down, so I don't remember what's here. I seem to remember everything being like Dynas chips and things that are not quite valuable. So we just kind of hang out down here, and we're on another section of the map here that you can see that I could go the other way, but we're going to end up going that way anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So we're going to go this way, and I'm going to equip a tri-burst, because there's a chance I'll get into a fight over here. Yep. It's from a flower that falls from the sky, because flowers raining from the heavens. These are things that I can totally get behind. Now, these are interesting creatures. Absorbera. So we're going to build up our thing, and then we are going to shoot. And you see they have anti-shot. It's like, why would you shoot them? Well, it's because they do that. And then we are going to... I can't retarget with that, so we are going to have to switch back to that and shoot that way. Notice that now that we've shot them, they're all sticking straight up. There's a reason. Because when we shoot them, they can only be damaged by the lasers. And they will use counterattack called discharge, in which they shoot energy back out. They take damage from the energy, but they're kind of like Bishop from X-Men. They channel it and redirect it. And if they're not shooting straight up, they counter at us. And, you know, it does a fair bit of damage. So we really don't want that to hit us. So this is the best way to take care of them. And then they die, and we get a great fight. I really don't think we can get excellent on them because of just how many turns it takes to deal with them. So, yeah, that's a thing. I can't go that way because that way is an up path. Where is... I think that leads to one of the other paths. So everything basically is just going to lead us back and forth around this place. It's not fun. I'm not a fan of it, but like I said, I kind of remember where I'm going, and since I want to get as much of the map completion as possible, this is all stuff I'd have to do anyway. So yeah. Also wondering if I should brighten it up a little bit. It's dark on the screen. I mean, this is a dark section of the game. I just don't know how dark it translates in the final product. I thought about it, but I don't know. By the time this one goes up, it'd be kind of pointless for me to be like, hey, so guys, should I brighten this up? Because I'd be well past this. So, I mean, I had to do a lot of brightening for things like Curse of Darkness. Because that... Curse of Darkness and Lament of Innocence both were just all sorts of pain in terms of getting decent recordings. Not that this place is too much better, but I mean, I really think they saved a lot on their programming budget by making everything as dark as sin in this game. And so we go all the way down down, 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 down. This is a one-way path, like, for the entirety of it, so... And now we end up there, which is where I said we were going to be ending up before. And we can't go that way because that's a door. So we just gotta go all the way around like we did before, and possibly get into fights from things that fall from the ceiling. How wonderful is that? Supposedly there's a pattern to those things. I don't know what it is, so... But like we saw, it's not like these things are, you know, terribly a threat. They're just obnoxious, because it takes forever. I could use a blast chip and see what happens, but... You know what? We're gonna do that. I've got 7 of them. I'm curious. Alright, it does not kill them. And they still discharge. So I'm glad I at least went this route on it. And, however, it still did more damage than my laser. My laser only does like 60 damage, so... It cut the number of turns down by 1. So maybe that would be enough to get me an excellent on it. Hey! The more you know. I'm kind of happy about that, actually. I mean, this is why they gave us so many blast chips, is because we are without a dragon, and therefore have no berserks. What would have been awesome is if they actually gave us dual blast chips so that we could actually use abilities that were on par with stuff that we'd already learned. But, you know, single blast chips are okay, I guess, if that's all we can get. But, you know, still. Alright, so I don't know where I'm going from this point. For some odd reason, I seem to remember the northern path being the important. Was there a path that I didn't take going up that way? No, there wasn't. So it's all that stuff now. Okay. So onward, upward, outward, inward, forward, backward, wayward. Carry on my wayward son. I have no idea. I don't. The word game was one that my wife and I used to play, and she stopped playing because we couldn't remember all of them, or enough of them to where it just became whoever started it basically won. Mutant scavengers. This is new, and they chomp us. I don't like that. Let's go over here. Oh! Okay. What can we target? We've got those things. I'm still on the Tri-Burst, aren't I? Alright, let's just do that. Alright, so now we've got those things still. And we can laser them, so that's good. Oh, and that thing was still a thing. Okay. That made perfect sense, wasn't that thing was still a thing. But it was one of those, I have no idea... Like, what was background and what was fight. But, okay, so we killed that. Alright, so we are now down at the bottom here. And this way is not a one-way path. I thought it was. But it's not. So let's go this way. And it is a one-way path. Just not the same type of one-way path I was expecting. But another fight. So goody gumdrops. Mutant scavengers again. Okay, so we are basically just going to get chomped because we start off in their range of attack. they go counterclockwise, it seems. And before I get to target them, I get chomped again. So I'm gonna deal with them, because they're kind of pissing me off. Adhesive fluid. I don't like the sound of that. And let's just shoot everything. Close call. Yeah, I guess it kind of was, because I got adhesive fluided. I'm gonna switch to something that is not the tri-burst. I don't know why I can never remember the menus for this game. No matter how much I play it, I always want to go into something else for a different menu. Alright, so now the hell are we, is my question. We've got that thing, which looks ominous, to say the least. Dome gate key, okay. This should open the gate that'll take us to the surface. Okay, good. What about our dragons? Well, they weren't inside, so if we can get out, they should be out there. Atoll needs some time. I can feel his presence nearby. So, yeah, we never really thought to ask her about her dragon. He was prepared for me. Thousands of me. Okay, so yeah, she's not a person. She's not human. And one with our dragon? Okay, well. The plot gets curiouser, doesn't it? Hey, look, more treasure chests. Elixir Maxis. And 2 free actions. Okay, I'm kind of okay with that. Probably because that adhesive goo does stop or something and the free action fixes it. And so that one is how we get out there. So, let's go this way. Down this side. Oh, no. God damn it. Okay. So, yay. Just when I took off the tri-burst, too. Alright, so let's build that up. So we can switch. I think that's why, because it's a different menu here than on the, I actually should have stayed on that one so I could shoot first. I'm not a smart man. I'm really not. Because, did I... Alright. I have to say, why? Okay, there it goes. It would not let me target at first, so... And... lasers... Lasers, more lasers, and discharge. I like the effect for discharge, it's kind of neat. It kind of has a very old-school anime feel to it. Like the chart, either old-school anime or even old-school RPG, which, you know, technically, Panzer Dragoon Saga counts as an old-school RPG. I mean, you very rarely get too much older than a Sega Saturn. And before that, it was the Genesis. And I mean, you had the NES before, and the Master System, but really, Master System never picked up here. At least not in my area of the U.S. I hear that, you know, pretty much as north can get in the U.S. New York area, the Master System had a pretty strong following, but anywhere else, I'd never actually even seen a Master System in person until I started game collecting. And even then, it was only at, a specialty store in Chicago that had one. I've never actually seen one in person locally. So that's a thing. Alright, I'm still using that, so let's... Why can I not target the one in the back? I have no idea what is up with this. This is just getting weird. And kind of obnoxious. But... Alright, so there we go. Everything is now dealt with. And lasers. Yeah, I've never seen a Master System locally. But I mean, I know Phantasy Star got its start on the Master System. The first Phantasy Star game was a Master System game. So, that's, you know, that's pretty much as old school as you can get NES Master System. You could probably find some DOS games that are a little bit older, but it's all going to be 6 of one, half dozen of the other at that point, so... But in terms of what people nowadays consider RPGs, this is as close to old school as you're going to get, so... Not that I have a problem with that, I like old school. I actually... I'm not sure if it's just me getting older and becoming kind of a douche, but I'm starting to get that mentality of, you damn kids, get off my lawn when it comes to games. Like, I sit and I look at games, and I'm just not nearly as enthralled with, you know, the bulk of them as I used to be. I remember, you know, especially, like, the 16 and 32-bit eras, like, oh, you know, the emerging AAA market, the system-defining games. And I've always been a big fan of, console exclusives. They give you a reason to buy one console over the other, and it fostered really good competition, you know, in terms of the Genesis and SNES, in my opinion. And that's just, you know, I don't remember which way I went up, so I don't know where I'm going now. So I think I gotta go down. But I've just had this, like, the AAA market these days just does not entice me at all. Like, I just can't get behind another Assassin's Creed. I can't get behind another Call of Duty. I can't get behind, you know, the newer games. Like, Destiny actually intrigued me. I'm also interested in Overwatch. I'm a big fan of TF2, so seeing Overwatch was kind of entertaining. So, something I was kind of interested in. But, you know, a lot of the AAA titles just really don't do a thing for me. And that's... like I said, I feel like it's you damn kids, get off my lawn. Because it's like, I remember when games used to be good. That sort of... that kind of hipster mentality. And it pisses me off, because I hate that mentality. It's not like I look at every game and feel that way. It's just that a lot of games, like most of the games that I buy nowadays, are going to be exclusives. So if it's something that's exclusive to a specific console, that's where I'd be more likely to be interested in it. Or like the indie scene, you've got, you know, Pure Solar and things like that. Citizens of Earth. Citizens of Earth is even not really indie because it's Atlas. So. But, yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of it. And that's it. So, I think I have to just go back up. Oh, yeah. I'm at dirt. We've got the dome gate key. The dome, there is no access to the dome in this section. So this is all just this floor. We've got to go back up the previous floor that we came from. To get to the dome, where the save point was, where I saved at the beginning, which is the elevator right above us. So that's where I'm going to head to, and I guess I'll head to the save point, save it, and end the episode there. But yeah, that's, you know, I can't recall the last time a new AAA style game came out that I was really enthralled. Or that I was really like, I have to try this game. I've got to play this. Everything else has just been either not of AAA quality, which people classify like Xenoblade, not of AAA quality, because it's, you know, it didn't spend billions of dollars on creating a proprietary engine and millions of dollars of marketing to have, you know, Red Bull advertise it and stuff like that. And that's something that I really find a little irksome about it, because working for, you know, gaming retail, like all these events sponsored by Red Bull, it's like I feel that these games. Oh, I never thought that we got a cutscene without the dragons. Sure we would die. Oh well, thanks for the vote of confidence. You've got me to defend you. Well, you know. Yeah, who says we're in danger? Way to be the Optimus, Edge. Way to be the Optimus. Alright, so like I said, I'll save it here and end the episode, and I will see you guys in the next installment. So, till then, later everyone.